Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Sai Gautam. So, the title of our project is Hostel Management System. These are our teammates, Jaisai Pawan Kumar and Karthik. This is the contribution done by each of our teammates. So, I have did the home page login, ma'am. So, I will be showing the home page of our hostel management system. So, this is the home page of our hostel management system. So, instead of giving the background images, we have given the background video. So whenever user scrolled up, the navigation bar color changes black to white and the links to black. And this happens vice versa when user is on top of the page. So in the navigation bar, you can see the links like about, pricing, contact us, sign in and sign up page. If you click on about, it will redirect you to the about page. So here you can see the what are the facilities available in our hostels. Then coming to pricing, these are the prices of each block per the year we have mentioned. So in addition to that, we have also mentioned that what are the facilities available in the blocks. This is the contact us page, ma'am. In contact us, here you can see the developers, services, pricing, and admin. If you click on developers, it will redirect you to the developers of this project. So if you want to follow the particular institution via social media platforms, here we have given the links like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you click on any in the link, it will redirect you to the university's homepage. Coming to sign in page. This is the sign in page, ma'am. Here you can enter the details. Like suppose if you enter the correct details or if you enter the incorrect form, it will show you that please match the requested format. Means we should give the correct order format. See, if I'm entering the small letters, it is showing also please enter the correct format. I have given my password wrong. It is showing that username or password is wrong. If you enter the correct details, it will redirect you to the student's dashboard. If you click on logout, it will again redirect you to the main home page. So actually, this is the code now. These are the codes. This is the code for about me now. So here we have created a database name called HMS, Hostel Management System. This is the our index code, ma'am. As I mentioned before, whenever the user scroll down, so you can I told that navigation bar color changes from black to white, and the links color changes from white to black. This is a function, ma'am. Windows.onScroll equal to function. So this is the code for pricing table, ma'am. And this is the code for registration. And this is the code for pricing, ma'am. Whenever the user tries and fills the information and click on submit, it will redirect you to the signin.php page. So here we have started giving the session start, ma'am. So you will be getting the details from the form. If the details are matched, then we will create a session variable called ridge number, and it will redirect you to the student dashboard, ma'am. So we have did the validations in both PHP and HTML, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So the next part will be continued by Karthik.
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Karthik. As my friend Gautam explained it till sign in page, I will start from sign up page. Here you can see this is a registration form. Here are the fields like full name, registration number, email, phone number, password, confirm password, gender as male or female. Let me try filling this. Coming to the full name, I will give Karthik. Registration number as 19MIS0240. Email karthik@gmail.com and phone number 888519022. First, let me try entering not incorrect password means we set password as 10 to 16 digits with small and capital letters and special characters. If you don't give like that, it will test that and it will throw an error. Let me try giving some random values and I will try to register. If I try like this, password and confirm password are not matched. If I try to give same and without that validation, it will show password must contain minimum 8 and maximum 16 characters. So this is the one of the validation. And if I won't give registration number as requested format, it will again throw an error name. Please match the requested format. This is the functionality we have added. 0240@gmail.com and password as I will set some password. At that, and I will try to register. So whenever I register, it will throw me to the registration page. If I was a male, then it will send us to MH registration. If a female registered, then it will send to LH registration. I will show the code when I open code that. Let me submit a block. Let me select B block for instance. So after selecting, we can see here no details are available. If I refresh in the database, we got name as Karthik and B block and my room number. This is the dashboard. Let me open the code. This is a code for registration.php. These are the validations we have added. Like for name, it should be capitals and smalls. For password, it should be minimum and maximum length of 16. Here is a validation where if gender double is equal to male, it will throw you to the mh registration.php. If it is female, lh registration.php. If there is an error, it will encounter error as error occurred or all fields are required. Coming to here, if when a user registered, we will start the session and we will save session variable as registration number. We will save the session variable so that we can display the registration number here. This is the reason for storing the session variable. Here is the code for declaring the session variable. Next, coming to the student dashboard. This is the code for student dashboard. We have given 3 cards which defines find roommates, my room details and apply leave. Whenever a user clicks on a single card, the function will be called like search roommates. If he click on search roommates div, the function will be called and he will redirect to the roommate search.php page. And it works for remaining 2 cards. Let me explain find roommates. Coming to the find roommates, it will display our roommate details. This is the code for roommate details. Here we got session key where we started the session and we stored the session variable into registration number. As we connected to the database, we will try to retrieve all the gender, block and room number from our database. For that, we used a query named select gender block room number from users where registration number is equal to registration number. We will gather all those information and we will try to place them in a table like this by using MySQL fetch ASOC as rows, and we will display all the values. Let me try adding some another person into my database. For that, I will register a new name. I try to register him under B block. Then if I try to see details, then here we can see there are two people in room number 1, Karthik and Jaisai in B block. Like this, it will work. Whenever I try to see my roommate details, whenever I click on this, my room details will be displayed here. The code for that is roommate details. This is the student room details. We use it for everywhere. We use it session because so that we can get our registration number easily. I will use that registration number. I can gather all the details from my database. Here is the SQL query which is used for selecting the details from my database: a name, email, phone number, room number, everything I took, and I placed it in a card, avatar card, so that I can display. Here is the mh registration.php which you saw earlier. Let me try to add a female name so that you can see whether it is redirecting to the LH registration or not. Let me register. As we gave female, it will redirect to the LH registration. You can see here it is mentioned as LH hostel. I will try to register under A block. Same procedure is followed in this also, like the previous one. Here is the code for MH registration. This is the code how to select a block. If is set post Q block, then the block name will be set as Q block, and it will search how many rooms are filled. Based on the room filling, our system will decide whether to allot in which room, and we will store all those in database. As this is a MH, I kept here gender as male. If I come to the LH registration, I kept here gender as female. See, it follows for the both we have same code, but just gender was changed. Next, coming to the apply leave. This is the interface for the apply leave. The full name, registration number, block, room number are automatically filled because we have session variable named registration number. We can fetch the data from database and we can store all the details here, and we can disable these these inputs. If I try to give previous date, and this has a previous date and some reason, it will show error like you entered the wrong information. Means I entered from date is greater than to date, so that's why it is showing you entered the wrong information. If I try to give dates like this, it will show that 28 20. I will select 28 to 29 and reason as fever. Then it says this entry is successful, so our entry is already successful. We have one leave request. If I, without approving or rejecting our leave request, if I try to enter a new leave request, then it will pop as you already have a leave request which was not approved. So it is saying that you already had a leave. So you can't add again a new leave. This is the functionality, ma'am. So I can log out here. I will explain the code for apply leave. Here is a session start, getting the registration number from the session, selecting the name, room, block, so that I can fill those inputs. Next, here is the validation, ma'am. Here, if month 2 is less than month 1 or day 2 is less than day 1, if anything, if to date is less than from date, then it will pop out error messages. You entered the wrong information. If count of the our leave is greater than 1, then it will pop as you already had a leave. If everything is perfect, then it will enter into the database, like insert into leave request, name, reg number, everything. If the query was successful, then it will show entry successful. If not, it will show error occurred. This is the form for filling all those information. Here we gave pattern as this. Basically, this is not important because these are already filled and we disabled that. It's not actually required, but we gave. Here we are getting the value from the database and we are pasting here like value is equal to PHP echo block information. Here is the database, ma'am, which we have created. Our database name is HMS and we have 3 tables named admin, leave requests and users. Coming to the admin, we have a single admin details like employee ID and password, with employee ID as 54672 and password. Coming to the users, we have 4 users named Karthik, Jaisa and others. We have given mentioned some fields like name, registration number, email, phone number, password, gender, block and room number. Coming to the data types of this, all we have given varchars and the room number is int type of 10. In leave request data in table, we have name, registration number, block, room number, from date, to date, reason and status. Coming to the structure, everything is varchar of 100 size, but from date and to date are date types and reason has varchar of 250. This is our database, ma'am. This is my part, ma'am. The later part will be explained by Jai Sai. Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Jai Sai Pawan Kumar. I will explain about the admin page. If without entering the employee ID and password, we get submit the validation we added to this page. Please, it shows, please fill out this field. If we enter wrong employee ID, it shows username or password is wrong. If we entered wrong password, it shows username or password is wrong. Yeah, when the login details is correct, it redirects to the admin dashboard. Here we can see the room details. It shows the room details of the persons who registered the hostels. In room details, this is the room details code. We connected it to the SQL query, where in this, where gender equal to male, for this gender, SQL query we displayed all details in a table. If no student is there, it will show no student is there. This is the SQL query for the female. Admin dashboard. This is the code for the admin dashboard. This is the CSS code. We created a cards. Whenever the user click on the cards, user click on the cards, it will trigger the function of admin. Admin will be redirected to the page. This is the student page. It shows this, please match the requested format if you entered the wrong registration number. If we enter the correct format and we find it displays the registration number of the student and which block he registered, a room number. This is the code for the student set. This is the CSS code of the student. We connected it to the database, and if there is any values, it displays. If it not present, it doesn't display anything. This is the leave request of the students who apply the leave. This is the database of the students who applied the leave. It shows here it shows the reason and the status, and from date to date. Here admin can approve, and it shows the successful. Here it shows leave is approved for Karthik. If it shows leave is approved. If we reject, it shows rejected. As well as it updated in the database, leave status is rejected. This is the code for the leave request. This is the CSS code of the leave request. Here we created a leave request table. If the student leave is pending, we will show buttons, function approved. While creating table, we will give ID, registration number, as we keep hidden just to know who leave is going to approve. And the admin can log out from this page. Thank you.